This video is on Standard A REI B3, solve linear equations and inequalities in one variable, including equations with coefficients represented by letters. This video will go over multi-step equations. How to solve multi-step equations. When solving, you're going to want to follow the steps in the chart on the right. The first step is to simplify each side as much as possible. This can include distributing, combining like terms. Second step is to eliminate the variable from one side. There might be letters on both sides of the equation. Eliminating letters from one side will allow us to move forward. Third step, eliminate the constant term from the side with the variable. That just means eliminating the number. Fourth step would be to divide each side by the coefficient of the variable. It's the same general set of steps in solving multi-step equations as there was in solving one and two-step equations, just now there's a few more steps. It'll make more sense after seeing some examples. The first example, -2 equals negative parentheses n minus 8. Our first step is we're going to simplify each side as much as possible. In this case, I'm going to simplify the right side. The left side is already simplified, it's just -2. To simplify, I'm going to distribute this negative in. So now I have -2 equals negative n plus 8. I check real quick to make sure there's nothing else I can do. I have no like terms, I have no distribution. I don't see anything I can do to clean this up. So I'm going to move on to the second step. Eliminate the variable from one side. I only have one variable, n, and it's already on the right by itself, so I don't need to do anything here. Third step is to eliminate the constant term from the side with the variable. That means it wants us to get rid of the number that is on the same side as n. So we're looking at this right side. It wants us to get rid of that plus 8. To get rid of a plus 8, we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. That will leave us with -10 equals negative n. Our fourth step is to divide each side by the coefficient of the variable. That means the number in front of the letter. In this case, it is a -1. So we're going to divide both sides by -1, and you get +10 equals n, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Here's another example. I'm going to start with my first step, simplifying each side as much as possible. I'm going to be simplifying or cleaning up the left side. I see some like terms. I have 6r plus 6r. 6r plus 6r can be written as 12r. I'm going to bring down that -1 equals 11. Already this is looking much cleaner. Our second step is to eliminate the variable from one side. Our variable is r. It's only on the left side, so we don't need to worry about this step. Third step is to eliminate the constant term from the side with the variable. So we're looking at the left side, and it wants us to get rid of that -1. To get rid of a -1, we are going to add 1 to both sides. That will leave us 12r equals 12. Our fourth step is to divide each side by the coefficient of the variable, or the number in front of the letter. So we're dividing both sides by 12. That will leave us with r equals 1. That is the end of this video. You can now move on and complete your practice.